What up, what up, what up, chat? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's up? Hope y'all having a good day. It is time for some fezzies. Because the squezzy fezzies, they haven't gave me the great one, man. They refuse to give me the great one. We're trying our best. But they just refuse. Currently at 972 kills. So yeah, we're getting deep in this grind, man. James, thank you for the 35 months, man. Welcome back. Hope Johnny and the regulars can catch. Hopefully, X Factor, hopefully. Nate's Grandpa, thank you for the membership, dude. Enjoy all the perks that come with that. The emotes, extra Discord channels, scrapped uploads on the channel, and all the other cool stuff. Extra members-only videos as well. Which that reminds me, I need to do a members-only video very, very soon. Because it has been probably a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks since the last one. I should probably get to doing one of those soon. What's up, Johnny? What's up, Jenna? Nice, Buck Call the Wild. Let's go, dude. Love to see it. Can you tell me if a super rare brown bear can troll? Oh yeah, of course it can troll. Almost every species has the possibility of trolling. There's some that don't, but the majority do have a chance. Like, it's never fully safe. Just assume that there's always a small chance of something trolling. Oh, gotcha. No bad days. No worries, man. Understandable. $14.57. A little baby pheasant for real. Got trolled by a pheasant yesterday. Ooh, yeah, those are rare, man. Troll pheasants are insanely rare. That's him, right? Yeah. Yeah. Dang it. Can't believe I missed that. Oh, well, man. It is what it is. Fallow only took 105 kills. That's insane. Congrats. I listen to hundreds of artists, Jack's dog. Hundreds of them. Nothing here. Let's do a quick little time reset just to make sure. Dragonheart, thank you for the 10 months. Welcome back. Okay, that's pheasant tracks, so they definitely are here. Nope, no news on the great one. We have no clue what it's going to be. Hopefully soon, though, man. Hopefully soon. Of course, whenever they reveal it, I'm going to have a video on the channel talking about it. So if there's no video on the channel about what the next great one is, then it hasn't been revealed. Smoked. I need to buy more ammo. Oh, it is, Johnny? Holy. I didn't even realize. I doubt I'll have time to do any fishing tomorrow, so RIP. What is today? Today's Friday, right? No. Thursday, right? No, it'd be Friday. Yeah, today's definitely Friday. Okay, there we go. Much better. What are the rare fur types for pheasants? So you got the leucistic, the albino, and the melanistic. That is all of the rares for them. Oh, nice, Mountain Boy. That's awesome. Congrats on the moose. It's hard to say, OG Crisp. It's hard to say, man. Like, Tar, they're weird. Sometimes they take thousands of kills. Other times they're just a few hundred. Like, they've been all over the place for me. My average for Tar is probably between 2,000 and 3,000. Like, I've only had a couple grinds shorter than that. There we go. Smoked. Hey, Crow, can you give me a challenge? Okay, the challenge is... don't spam my chat. You've said the same message a bunch. you repeated the first one until I answered it, and then you did the same thing with this one. So that's your challenge. Warning, though. It may be an impossible challenge for some people. Oh, that's fine, Jack's dog. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, we try to keep spam to a minimum. You know, if I don't answer immediately, you know, give me a few minutes. I probably just didn't see it. But spamming just makes it tougher for other people to get their messages through as well, you know? So if I don't respond to something, wait a few minutes and send it again. Only one male, eh? Only one male. I was expecting there to be two, because typically this zone has two of them. What's up, Tyler? I'm doing good. Hopefully you are too. How long have you been doing this grind? I don't even know, because I tend to, like, take breaks in the middle of grinds, like, very commonly, like bouncing between one grind and another and then to another. But I don't actually remember when I started this grind. We are approaching 1,000 kills, though. We're about to hit 1,000. We're at 981 currently. I am greatly considering adding another pheasant zone into the mix, just to get, like, more kills per run. What's up, Ronnie? The only problem is I like where my herd management is currently, so I'd have to manage down a couple more solos if I wanted to keep the same level of HM going. Finally, we hit a shot. My gosh, brother. 20,000 years later, Scarecrow learned to aim. Oh, it's still alive. Lovely. Poor little thing. Poor little thing, man. Doing great, about to get some dinner and hunt some red deer. Let's go. That's awesome, man. Beaver, great one? I doubt it, but you never know. I highly doubt it'll be a beaver, though, because last time they did a new species as the great one, it didn't go over very well. People were not super hyped about the tar. Is it normal to get a super rare before a great one? I would not say it's normal, but it's not impossible. Like, super rares are a lot tougher to find than great ones, so it is rare that that happens. Ender, thank you for the 5 months, dude. And Wild Tracker, thank you for the 13 months. Let's go. How y'all doing? Hit that bird already. I know, right? An almost 1,000 kill grind? Unheard of. Sorry, Jivers. Poor Jivers, man. He's already on 3,000 kills for his second grind. R.I.P., man. I have no clue who's going to win the NBA Finals. I don't watch basketball. The only sport I watch is football. Unless you count motorsports, then I watch stuff like Monster Jam. You know, eventually that was going to hit, right? Eventually the no-scopes were going to connect. That's just what I got to tell myself. Nothing there. That's surprising. Get a little time reset. What's your favorite animal coming to a ski ridge? Of the new species, I don't know. I try not to choose a favorite until I actually get a chance to hunt them. Because I feel like you can't really decide until you've had a chance to actually hunt them. I would say it would have to probably be the Manitoban elk or the beaver. Both seem like they're going to be a lot of fun. They seem like they'll be pretty cool. Don't forget who's lurking, Ender. Did you hear what I said, Jivers? Did you hear what I said? Will the new map have caribou? Yes, I believe it was woodland caribou. So it's like a different kind of caribou than what we've got on Yukon. Which is pretty cool. Ender with the 20 gifteds. Thank you, dude. Congrats to Double Dutch, Space with Evan, Preds85, Gaming with Bam, Chance, Justin, Martin, Lucas, Stay Happy, Heavy, Call Me Sturgeon. Where's the pheasant? There's the pheasant right there. Hey, little buddy. Who else got a membership? Kuga, Trey, Ruth. Holy, Ruth. Ruth got one. Let's go. Haven't seen Ruth in a little bit. Sweeney, Zaylin, Haley, Average Nick, Norval Getty, and Nico. Congrats, guys. Congrats. All right, Pupper. Show me the way. Oh, you didn't see it, Jivers? So what I said was, Ender was like, get this bird already. And I was like, I know, right? Ew, almost 1,000 kills on a grind. That's unheard of. Sorry, Jivers. Sorry, Jivers. Almost 3,000 kills into that second grind. Or over 3,000 kills. Ouchie. Big ouch. That's what I said. That's what you missed. And that's what Ender was responding to. And also, what's up, Nate? What's up, Nathan? Nathaniel? How's it going? How about some grizzly bears, Sam? Yeah, great. Poor Johnny. Poor Johnny just can't catch a membership, apparently. Alberta chat was wild last night. Yeah, a little bit. But when is a like new map chat not wild? Pretty sure they're always like that. What are your thoughts on the Mela Bighorn? Well, if that's what it is, which it kind of does look like it is, then that's amazing because we didn't have those before. And I always felt like Bighorn were lacking fur types. Like they only had one rare. So if there's another, that's great. It's Grandpa. Thank you for the membership right there. Congrats to Give Me Name for getting that membership. Thanks once again, Nate's Grandpa. Smoked. 988 kills for reals. I'm definitely getting a Jiver's length grind with all the times I've joked about his long grinds. This about to be my like 7,000 kill grind here. I really hope not, though. I hope not. Karma about to smoke me, bro. You're at 1,600 almost on tar. Yikes. Ouch, dude. Tar are brutal. You're at 6.5k on black bear, so exhausting. Yeah, it could be brutal with the bears. My first ever grind was 8,300, so I feel your pain, man. It'll happen eventually. You just gotta stay strong and keep on going. Thanks, Grandpa, with another gifted membership. Congrats to Chase for getting that one. Thank you once again, dude. Nothing right there. You think it's going to be a Fable Obsidian? Dude, I hope so. I need an Obsidian and I need a Pearl. Once I have those two, I'll be happy. I'll have everything that I wanted. I'll have all the plumages. All the plumes. Blind shots. How many did I hit? Might want to turn off alerts for this stream. You know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll leave them on for now. Nate's grandpa, thank you for another gifted membership to Muchiro Taquito. Hopefully I said that right. I'm awful at pronunciations. Oh, you do, Johnny? Yeah, I've got the AC cranking right now, and it's still not doing enough. The PC heats the room faster than the AC cools it. It's brutal. Calling it great one in 17 zones. 17 zones. That'd be about 2 runs, approximately. No, they're not doing pop resets on Whitetail. I don't know why so many people have been, like, coming into streams asking if they're doing a reset to Whitetail. Like, did somebody say they were doing one to Whitetail? Because I know for a fact that the developers never said anything about any resets. But for some reason, I've seen a lot of people saying, like, I heard Whitetail's getting reset. Nobody said that. Nobody, like, credible would have said that. Because I'd know about it if somebody, like, from EW posted it somewhere, because I'm scouring through all their social media and Discords constantly trying to find new info to make videos on. So no, there is no word of any population resets. Aside from obviously whatever the next great one is, that will, of course, have resets. But, like, reworks to species don't usually require a reset. At least in the past, they haven't. Aside from, like, maybe one time. Saw something online that said people doing Whitetail should panic. Okay, well, that's just some BS, because that's not even true. There have been absolutely no word from Expansive Worlds about a Whitetail reset happening. If the devs didn't say it, or the people that were reporting it didn't, like, provide credible info from the devs, then I wouldn't believe it. I'd recommend that, like, try to get a lot of your information about upcoming reserves from, like, the partnered creators like myself, Lady, Flinter, etc., because we only take information that comes straight from the developers, like, social media or Discord, you know, stuff like that, so you know it's going to be accurate information. If people don't cite where it came from, don't believe it. When it comes to, like, information about new updates or, like, rumors and stuff, you know? Cameron, thank you for the super chat, dude. Got fired from my job yesterday and want to start streaming. Do you think it would be a good idea? I'm going to tell you one thing. Don't do it as your primary income source. Like, you got to start out as doing it somewhere on the side. And if it becomes something, then you can make the decision if you want to, like, transition into it. I started up YouTube back when COVID was happening. So, like, I was inside all the time anyway. If that hadn't been the case, I 100% would have been working another job alongside trying to build a channel. Because it is very tough to grow a channel. And in the Call of the Wild community, unless you get incredibly lucky, for example, like, Rooster got super lucky with one of his shorts blowing up and really exposing him to a lot of viewers that normally wouldn't be looking for Call of the Wild content. So Rooster's the exception here. But most of us that do Call of the Wild content had to build things up for years to get it to a point where you could realistically live off of it. So if you are going to get into streaming, I recommend, like, also trying to get another job alongside it, because it's going to take a long time before you can live off of it. I think for me, it was probably over a year before I was able to make enough to where I could, like, live on my own. Luckily, I didn't have to, because I was with my wife, and of course, For the first like year, we split rent with her brothers as well. So like for a while, it was, we were in a state where we probably would not have been able to pay for everything on our own if it wasn't like split rent and stuff. So it takes a while to get to a point where YouTube is going to provide enough income to live off of it comfortably. So yeah, I recommend, if you want to get into streaming, get into it, but make sure you've got other options too in case streaming doesn't work out for you. And do tons of research on how to build up your channel, how to get your channel seen by more people. There's tons of information on YouTube. Tons of channels that are dedicated to helping people grow their channels. Nothing there. Oof. Who changed what, A-Dot? I assume I missed a previous message from you or something. Got a little feller there. Smoked. Why do caribou trolls? Gosh, I cannot speak today. Why do caribou troll so much? I don't know. I guess it's just how they designed them, man. They need a rework desperately to those antlers. You think the great one's a mule deer? I think it's highly possible. The way I see it is, I think the biggest possibility for a new great one is mule deer or wolf, because those were the two that they did polls about, and they won the polls for getting reworks right. So I think that's the most logical choices, is mule deer or wolf. But I would really prefer it be an elk or a mule deer. I'm not super big on having a wolf right now. I feel like we need something with antlers. Even though I do think, wolf and mule deer are the most likely, I'd love an elk or a muley. Did I get both of them? I don't know if I did, man. Probably did. Yeah, okay, so we got the two males. Hopefully didn't get a female in the back. Yeah, elk would look so good. I would love elk. It would be so pretty. Imagine they add a great one grouse. That would be like the biggest shocker ever. Oh, man. I don't think they would, though. I think they know that wouldn't go over well if they did another bird, since the last two were a bird and fox, No, Black Bear are not getting a pop reset. Unless EW comes out and says something's getting a pop reset, I wouldn't expect a pop reset until they say something about it, right? They have not announced any pop resets, so as of now, the only one that's probably going to happen is whatever species gets a great one. Not to say that they couldn't, announce something closer to release, because there has been times where they didn't tell us until, early access started, so that's always a possibility. But as of now, there's been no announcements of any pop resets. I still want a water buffalo, but there's zero chance of that happening. Yeah, I'd say probably unlikely that it would be water buffalo. Actually, it definitely wouldn't be, because they said the great one's going to be on the new map. But it would be cool for the future. Personally, I'd kind of like a Cape Buffalo more, though. I think Cape Buffalo would be so nice, because it would get a great one on Verhunga as well, which that map desperately needs a great one. No more males. Where are they? It's not the male I'm after, but it's a male, so I'm gonna murder it. Mwahaha. Yeah, great one lion would be sick. I just want something on Verhonga in general, man. I so badly want to do a Verhonga Great One grind, but it's the only map with no Great One. It's like, come on. Blows my mind that they haven't done a Great One for Verhonga yet. We can just hope that that's next, man. Yo, what's up, Ruth? I believe it was Ender that got you. Well, guys, we're at 999 kills. We're at the 999. One more away from 1,000 kills in the grind, which is very sad. Very, very sad. This grind is taking forever, man. It's taking so long. Feel like I'm gonna go insane in the membrane. 1,000 kills. Haven't had a 1,000 kill pheasant grind since, gosh, like the probably 4th grind. I've only had 1 or 2 that was longer than this. Let me check. Let me check my statisticals. So my pheasant grinds have been this: 701, 109, 156, 2,327, 332, 163, 195, and now this one's at 1,000 already. And this is the most herd managed grind we've had so far, yet it's taken longer. You know, I wonder if because I'm hunting less zones than I was in the previous grinds, maybe it's screwing with things, man, because we managed stuff down before then. I don't know, Jack's dog. A challenge? How about no scope a pheasant with a 22? There's your challenge. Yeah, true, Johnny. Probably should check him just in case. Does HM for birds equal worst grind? Nah, it doesn't. I'm just trying to, like, think of potential possibilities for why this grind's going longer. There's nothing that says that more HM would increase for birds. I mean, if anything, it's going to probably help you with the great ones. But I'm wondering if maybe, like, less zones is a problem. Not necessarily HM. Like, maybe because I'm using less zones than I was in previous grinds. Shooting less birds per run because I'm more managed. Maybe shooting less birds per run is what's affecting it. Because we still don't know what all goes into spawning a great one, right? I'm just speculating that maybe I need to add another zone in to get it more close to the amount of zones that I was hunting in the first few grinds. Back when I was popping them in a couple hundred kills. Oh, that poor little dude. That poor little dude, man. We just know it's RNG. Pretty much. That's all we know. All we know is that it's RNG, but we don't know, like, to what extent. I'd be really interested in, like, if somebody could ever crack the code on great ones. Like, fully crack the code. Wait. That guy doing, and a female. Where'd this guy come from? That's a level 2. I just killed a 2. Is it the same zone? I have no clue. Welcome back, Ruth, with the 10 months. It's got a super rare. Let's go, Jeremy. Congrats, my dude. Too dang many. Something, Johnny. Oh, ma'am. Hi. Bye, ma'am. Ah, there's the one I murdered. Poor Johnny, man. Poor Johnny. Two dang mini foxies. You'll get it eventually, Johnny. One of these years. Hopefully before the new map. Nice. He started to drift away from the female. I wasn't going to shoot him at first because he was right next to the female and I didn't want to hit her. But he kind of moved away enough to where I was able to. The Dusky Grouse should attack you like they do IRL. Hopefully. That'd be cool. Have kind of like a Capercaillie type of mechanic for attacking. That'd be sick. Also, guys, it's been like close to 100 kills since my last diamond, I think. Which is kind of wild. That's a very long time to go without a diamond on my grinds. What are you most excited for about the new map? A lot of the new species, to be honest, like the beavers and the Manitoban elk. They're the ones I'm super excited for. And all the reworks that we've seen. Like, we saw so many reworked animals in the trailers and the screenshots. Like, I'm so excited for the reworked animals. Breathing some life back into some of the animals that desperately needed it, like Bighorn. Tony V Vlogs, what's up, dude? Thank you for the super chat. One day only, or on day one only, for the new map, they should give us 1 stick of dynamite for Revenge of the Beavers. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Give us a dynamite. Or just give me an HK 416 and I'll just unload into a beaver dam. The Raven, thank you for the membership, dude. Enjoy all the perks that come with that. The emotes, extra Discord channels, extra uploads on the channel, and all the other cool stuff. Big L for not adding grizzlies. You know, that's what I was thinking at first, but I learned later that grizzly bears have not been hunted in Alberta for like 20 years. So it turns out it's actually realistic that they're not a huntable animal on the new Ski Ridge. Because apparently people don't hunt grizzlies in Alberta now. Apparently, they've been illegal to hunt there for a little bit. You think they could do 2 great ones like they did on Sal's? I doubt it because this is a full-size map. They did 2 on Sal's because Sal's was a much smaller map, so they had more resources to do other stuff too. I don't think they'll do 2 of them here. Tigers, though? Yeah, but we saw what happened with tigers, so... I feel like they're a little more hesitant now after tigers just didn't go how everybody expected them to. What's wrong with the tigers? They were nothing like what they explained them to be. Like, they explained them as they were going to be, like, one of the toughest animals to hunt, and that they'd be more likely to hunt you before you could hunt them, and then people found ways to grind the crap out of tigers, and tigers just weren't really what they made them out to be. They were very predictable early on and easy to farm. And, you know, when you make an entire, like, lead up to a map saying, like, oh, the tigers are going to be incredibly tough to find. They're going to hunt you before you hunt them in most situations. And then, you know, comes release and they're actually really easy to grind. I think it didn't release as well as they wanted it to, you know? Like, they wanted them to be this special, like, crazy thing that was, like, very difficult to hunt and was terrifying, but they were just like any other species. You could grind them at drink zones, and if you grinded them at drink zones, you were very unlikely to get attacked by them. So yeah, that's kind of what went wrong with the tiger release, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. I'm wondering if, like, after that happened, they're like, we'll see. Maybe we don't want to do, like, species you're not allowed to hunt in places anymore. That's just speculation from me, though. I could be completely wrong. Maybe they just didn't want to add grizzlies. which I'd say that's probably more likely. So apparently there is a way to grind snow leopards, but it's still incredibly time consuming. I know ProXCK kind of had like a little rotation of like where you could go to find a couple of snow leopards consistently, but it still took a very long time to find them. So even like the best snow leopard grinding method still takes a lot more time than any other species would. Snow leopards are probably the most like rare and sought after trophies in the entire game. It's impressive, honestly, what they did with them. No males? Oh, well, I guess. Imagine they had a great one beaver. I doubt it, because last time they added a new species and it like came with a great one, it got received really poorly. The Tara was not received super well. There we go. What's up? I like guns. How you doing? They should have made tigers like snow leopards. See, that's what I was thinking, man. Like, I would have preferred they made tigers work kind of like snow leopards and made snow leopards like have drink zones instead. I feel like they could have done it the opposite with those two species, and I feel like it would have got a more exciting result. Snow leopard great one would be impossible unless they made it have like a 10 times higher spawn rate. Then it could work. What's up, 12 gauge bow? Delta Tom, thank you for the 23 months, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing solid. Anything good yet? Not really. Not a single diamond or anything. I think we've killed like 40 or 50 pheasants. And yeah, not even a diamond. I've probably killed over 100 since my last diamond. In fact, I know for a fact it's been about 100. Because I remember the last time I killed a diamond, I was around like 920 kills or something like that. And we're at 1,015. So we're about 100 kills since the last diamond. Crazy, man. Do you think they will backfill beavers on Leighton or SRP? It's hard to say. Nothing confirmed like that as of now, but that's not to say that it couldn't happen. It definitely could happen. I would make the prediction that it wouldn't happen with this update, though. That seems like something they do on like an update in between maps. It would be nice, though. I'd like that. Yeah, it's because I'm directly on top of their feeding zones, E-Man. I'm directly on top of the feed zone for each of these groups of pheasants. And I'm hunting during that feed time. However, there's no males at these, so nothing to shoot. So that was the original plan, Knight. Back in the day when Great Ones first became a thing, Tree Kiwi said that the intentions were to get every animal to have a Great One. And then it was like a couple years before we got the second Great One, the red deer. So at this point, I don't think every animal will ever have a Great One. I think a good chunk of them will. Like maybe a quarter of the species in the game, or like a fifth of the species in the game will eventually have great ones, but I don't think every species will get one. Nah, crazy dude, he hasn't. How many kills in the grind? 1,015. Where that, man? Oh, gosh. I may have to add this zone into the grind. Or at least one of them. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All else fails, if it, like, screws up my diamond rate and makes it higher, then I'll just try to manage down a couple solos. There they are. Oh, that's not them. That's them? We'll kill one of the males there. And let's get... Where's my tent? Or not tent, I need a blind. Thanks, Wyatt. Hopefully we do, man. I know, right, Johnny? Like, what the heck, man? It's gonna be interesting to see what Rodgers does on the Steelers. Gonna be very interesting to see, man. Either he's gonna save the team, or it's gonna be even worse, depending on how good he is. Because I think it's no secret at this point that Rodgers is kind of on a decline in skill and an incline in age. If I remember correctly, you said on stream you like Yeet. What's your favorite song? There's a lot of them I would consider some of my favorites. It's really hard to pick. I would say, if I just thinking off the top of my head, a few of the ones that come to mind first is Mountain Climbers, Shh, and then gosh, what's the other one? Project Lifestyle. It's a digital edition only track from his last album. That's like the first three that come to mind. And then of recent stuff, The Bell. That track goes crazy. And then reset the time. I can actually tell you right now what my most listened to ones are in the last year. Let me go to the stats for Spotify. So my most listened to... Oh, how could I forget this one? My top 3 most listened to Yeet songs in the last 12 months, not counting the ones that aren't on Spotify, is Shh, and then Life Party, Nothing Change, and we got Never Quit, They Tell Me, Go Again. I think that one's underrated. Poppin', Mountain Climbers, Told Ya, Breathe. And then there's like a bunch of other ones that are in my top 100 most listened to songs in the last year. Holy crap! Play Drew with the 20 gifteds. Congrats to Makeshift, Buckshot, Bo, Fishstick, Mikkel, Neptune, Woody, Country Boy, Benrith, Tom, Who's Perp, Ubuy, Stoner Racing. Let's go, Stoner. Who else we got? Stan, Ace Hunter, J Charge, South Texas, Skies Karma, Prison Mike, and Brittany. Congrats, y'all. Congrats. Go. Let's go. For those that are unaware, gifteds are completely random, so there's no way to, like, predict who they're going to go to. Completely random. What's the benefits? You get to use the emotes. You get to have a green name in chat, so it's easier for me to see your name. You get a badge icon next to your name to show how long you've been a member. And you get access to some members-only channels in my Discord, as well as some members-only uploads on the channel. And I think probably another thing or two that I can't remember off the top of my head. Two more there. Play Drew with 10 more gifteds. Holy dude. And Knight with the 4 months. Thank you, Knight. Welcome back. Oh, dude, those pheasants are out of here. Nah, I'm out of here. Little pheasant in front of me. Now he's out of here. Let's see who got the gifteds. Callahan Farms, Harry, Lone Yeet, Chase, James, Slope, James, Ryan, Jackson, Prismek. Congrats, guys. Congrats. Thank you again, Clay. Freaking legend. Yeah, poor Johnny didn't get it. Poor Johnny can't catch. Johnny can't catch. Haha. Pretty much, Johnny. Pretty much. That seems the way it's gonna be. Yeah, exactly, Blue. Memberships are random. But it definitely seems like YouTube favorites. Or not favorites, but like, what is it? Like, blacklists some people temporarily? Because you, Johnny, and Liam haven't got one in so long, and you guys used to get them all the time. At least we broke the curse for Volt a few weeks ago. Gifteds are random, but YouTube does some weird stuff with some people sometimes when it comes to whether or not they get them. That's what we've noticed, is that for some reason, some people just can't get them the way that they used to. Weird. Your last one was back in February? Oh yeah, it's been a while. We've had a lot of gifteds come through since then. So yeah, that's crazy that it's been that long. I think for Johnny, it's been even more. The only logical explanation I can think of is that everybody that's been struggling to get one is somebody that used to get them all the time. So maybe when YouTube changed the way memberships were given out, because it used to be that whoever was the most active in the channels were the ones that got them, but then they changed it to where it's completely random. So I wonder if they kind of like put a cooldown on people that used to get them all the time. Knight, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. Really appreciate it. Congrats to Zeppington. Go, Zeppington. Thank you so much, Knight. Absolute legend. Way more legendary than these freaking pheasants, man. Not got a diamond in 100 kills. That's absurd for herd management. Solid herd management at that. Tyler, thank you for the 5 gifteds. Congrats to Bryson, James, Toxic Gamer, Parker, and Caleb for getting those. Let's go. Oh. Can't remember how you turn your gifteds on. So the way to turn gifted memberships on is if you click the like green gifted membership thing at the top of the chat, you'll see it shows that people have gifted them. Click on one of those. It should give you a button that you can click to enable gifteds on your channel, on your account. Something, Pavel, something. Johnny must have done something to YouTube, man. They're just like, no, you don't get anything. This could be a diamond 2. That's a really good estimate. Please be a diamond 2. Nope. About a point off, a little bit less than a point. The Raven, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing amazing. Gotcha, Jenna. Okay. I kind of figured. Eagles Gaming, thank you for the super chat, dude. Much appreciated. Absolute legend over here with the 20. Hey, Scarecrow, huge fan. Love the streams and vids. Thank you so much, dude. I'm glad you enjoy them. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great time watching it so far. Them there? Wow. That zone didn't have anything again. Ooh, nice, Michael. That's awesome, man. Congrats, dude. Oh, the poor pheasant. Obliterated by a 12-gauge shotty. What's up, Great One, Call of the Wild? One second, guys. My wife accidentally shut the door on the cat, so he's just roaming around the bedroom like, what the heck, man? All right. Monkey D. Valerie, thank you so much for the membership. Enjoy all the perks that come with that. The emotes, extra Discord channels, extra uploads on the channel, and all the other cool stuff. There we go. We got the respawn here. Let's go. I think I'll only have one here to shoot. I don't think I'll shoot both. Let's just keep one in rotation here. Hope your cat's tail is okay. No, he didn't get shut in the door. She just, like, closed the door and didn't realize that he was in the room, and he doesn't want to be in the room right now. That's all I was saying. She didn't shut him in the door. She just, like, left him in the bedroom. And he was like, no, I want to run around. So he's fine. He just doesn't like being locked up in the bedroom. What would you do if your account got deleted? I would get my backup save and replace the corrupted files. That's why you make multiple backups of your save files. That way, if something happens and you lose it, you can always go back to one of your backups. Did I walk past it? No, it's right here. There we go, man. Concord, thank you for becoming a member, dude. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing amazing. Enjoy all the perks that come with that. The emotes, extra Discord channels, extra uploads on the channel, and all the other cool stuff. Thank you very much, my dude. What keyboard and mouse do you have? For the mouse, I've got a Razer Viper Ultimate. And for the keyboard, I believe it's the HyperX or something. The HyperX Origin Core. There we go. Shenanigans with Shane. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Your content has always been great and helpful. You helped me get my first Great One whitetail. Good luck with your pheasants. Let's go, dude. Love to hear that. And thank you for the luck. Hopefully we get it today. Concord, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Congrats to Luke for getting that one. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Yes, I did herd manage my pheasants. I average a diamond approximately every 20 to 30 kills, but we're on a major dry streak right now. It's been like 100 kills since the last diamond, so I'm hoping that means a Great One is close, but hard to say. Oh, what the heck was that? He took off for like a split second and then just landed. That was crazy. Such a weird little animation it did. That was very strange. Hey, Ship, thank you for the super chat, dude. Caribou are illegal to hunt in Alberta, so grizzlies would have been fine. I mean, I didn't look into it. I'm just saying what I was told, man. I'm just saying what I was told by other people that did, like, look into it, because I didn't look into it. I'm just repeating what I heard. I have no idea. And is that woodland caribou specifically? Or is it a different species? Because to be honest, I didn't even do any research on like if grizzlies could be hunted there or not. I just heard it from other people. To be honest, I think it probably just came down to they didn't want to add grizzlies. That's probably all it came down to. Which I did say that when we were talking about it earlier. I said, who knows? It could have just been that they didn't want to. A lot of people were pointing out that maybe they want to do it in the future whenever they add like a grizzly great one or something. There's no arguing I'm the best. There's no arguing. We're discussing. We're not arguing. Yeah, grizzly great one would be sick. It definitely would be. Oh, finally a 3. Dude. Oh my gosh. We add another zone into the mix and we finally get a 3 to pop. Can I hit it though? Problem is I don't know the distance to it, so I might have been zeroed wrong. 236. Okay, so I need to aim higher then, man. .2250, or not 22-250, 22 Hornet. I don't know what the drop is at this distance for the 22 Hornet. I missed. Well, we'll get it next run. At least we know it's here. I really need to use the 22 Hornet at the range, because I have no clue what the drop is like at long distances. Oh yeah, everybody misses pheasants. 100%. Even the best, like, players at shooting moving targets will miss a pheasant. They can be tough. Monkey, thank you so much for the super chat. Yo, Crow, this is a different account. I donated $100 in an ARC stream to cure your duck game. Oh, got you. I do remember that donation, but I don't remember the name of your old account. What was it? Maybe if you tell me the name, it'll, like, trigger some memories or something. Because a lot of names, once I hear them, I'll remember them. Oh. He did it. Get the bird already. That's what I'm saying, Liam. Get this freaking bird. Is it easy playing on PC? Personally, I would say it's easier than playing on console because you can be a lot more precise with mouse and keyboard. There's some people that are really, really good at console, like with controller and stuff, but in more cases than not, keyboard and mouse is going to be a lot more precise. So in that regards, I would say that it is easier playing on PC, especially if you play with low sensitivity like I do. I don't crank it up super high like some people do. Like, I'm going to start at one end of my desk and move the mouse a foot to the side. That was moving a full foot across. This is one swipe of the wrist without like moving my arm at all. Only moving my wrist. Like I play with pretty low sensitivity in DPI. Even lower on games like Tarkov and stuff like that, like first person shooters. Gotcha, Ronnie. And I think that's also, it's funny because like that's one of the reasons that PC can be really good is because like mouse is super accurate with low sensitivity. But obviously like you can choose to make it go faster just by swiping across your desk faster. You can have low sensitivity and still like move fast if you swipe fast, right? I think that is like one of the major benefits to it. You like a small or large keyboard? I use a full-size keyboard. I've never really been a fan of the 10 keyless ones just because I like having the directional pad. I like having the number pad. I like having all that type of stuff. I like having like the volume control knob and stuff like that on the keyboard too. I tried using a 10 keyless one for a little bit, like a super small minimalistic keyboard, and it just was not for me. I missed all the extra buttons. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't move save files from one platform to another. Sadly, that does not work because the files are different, right? Like, they save differently from one platform to another. So, like, if you have a PlayStation save, it's not going to be the exact same file types and stuff as if you were on PC. So it wouldn't be compatible. I remember for a while, like, there was issues trying to swap over from Epic Games to Steam. Like, the saves would not work. Because I tried that once. It was right after the, what was it called? The free week that you could claim Call of the Wild on Epic Games. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll move one of my challenge account saves. Like, I think it was the hardcore series. I was trying to move it over to the Epic Games one, and it just wouldn't let me. It was incompatible. So, yeah, it's weird. Like, even on the same platform, but different launchers seem to save things a little different. At least that's how it used to be. I wonder if they've changed it since then. Because this was a few years ago. Yeah, it would have had to have been a few years ago if I was doing the hardcore series. I think it was Mississippi Acres, right? The Mississippi release? Wasn't that when they did the free week for Epic Games? For Call of the Wild? I think it was. That was the first time they did that. Hello, lurking moderator. How you doing? Want a version of the fabled chestnut on the Grizzly? Dude, that would look sick. I think it would fit the Grizzly super, super well. Because, like, it already is, like, the thickest, fluffiest Black Bear Great one. So, like, that type of a fur on a Grizzly would look sick. There's lurking moderator. What's up, Caitlin? How you doing? We added a new zone in. I'm trying one extra zone. I only shot one pheasant out of it, though, as to hopefully not ruin my diamond rate. We just gotta be careful which one we shoot. Only this guy. Smoked him. I gotta move my tent, though, man. This is not working. I could get so much closer here. I think my thought process was put it as close to the trees so they don't fly this way. But they're just too far away now. This might actually be pretty fire right here. You know, oddly enough, this was a zone I did not have to manage down. Like, these two level 1s that were in here, those were initial spawns, and so I never got to hunt this zone at all. I actually kind of like it, though, from these 2 runs we've done here. Like, this is a nice little zone. You ever think they would add Bigfoot? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they would, man. I feel like if they were going to, they probably would have done something like that. Like, already. I feel like it would have already happened. But who knows? Maybe as the team grows and the game gets older, further along in development, maybe they'll start doing little fun events and things like that. That'd be kind of cool if, like, for a Halloween event, we could go find Bigfoot. That would actually be super sick. And he'd be, like, super sneaky. Just sneaking up on you. He'd be really tough to see. That'd be so cool. That'd be super awesome. Got a mythical level 8 fox female. Should I tax it? If you want to. They're relatively uncommon. I do not see many of those. I do think that they are a little more common than they used to be, because I saw a lot of them after they added the Great One Fox. Maybe it was just because for once people were actually hunting foxes, but pre-Fox Great One update, it was one of the rarest things you could find. A 1,039 kills. Oh, man. Yeah, that was hilarious, Johnny, that you accidentally herd managed your fox females. That was crazy. Only Johnny could accidentally herd manage the females instead of the males. That takes some skill. That takes a lot of skill there. Ooh, nice, Deer Hunter. To be honest, there's so many moments that I love from my time playing this game that it's so tough for me to pick. I don't think I could pick just one moment that is my favorite, because there's so many of them that have been just incredible. Nothing there. Come on, where are they? There's a male. Oh, two males. Ha! I hit that one. There's no way. I actually hit the first one through the brush. I just took a little pot shot at it, just hoping I'd connect through there, but I wasn't sure if I would. We did, though. Let's go. I miss some of the easiest shots when they're out in the open, yet I hit those ones. Makes no sense, man. Scarecrow in a nutshell, man. Misses the easy shots, makes the tougher ones. These poor little pheasants. They didn't deserve that. No, we just barely nicked it. Almost didn't get him. All right, this is the zone that's got the 3. Let's go for him. Oh, yeah, the gray pumas do trick you into thinking they're albino, for sure. I agree with that. They definitely do. Smoke! Get destroyed, nerd. Woo! First diamond of the day. Oh my gosh, that was an over 100 kill dry streak with no diamonds. We finally got another one to show up. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. Also, this is going to go into a video. I believe this is day 3 or 4 of shooting pheasants. I can't remember. I'll figure it out when I edit. Boom. Oh, man. Did I put it down on my counter? I don't know if I did. Did I? I don't think I did. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think I put it on the counter on my phone. I think I did on stream, but not on my phone. Crystal Farms, thank you for the membership, dude. Congrats to Fortnite Bros. Let's go. Do you play Fortnite? I don't play it anymore. I used to, but I don't now. I played it a lot during its first year of existence. I started playing it like 2 weeks after it released and played it a lot with a few friends of mine. And then, like, when it started getting super extreme with the building and people were, like, trying to be ninja all the time, I was like, I don't care for this game anymore. It went from being fun to having to sweat and try hard every time I played, and I was like, bro, I just want to relax and have fun with my friends. I ain't doing this. I'll go play another game. And then I got into Escape from Tarkov, which is quite the opposite. Tarkov is a whole different game. 1,045 on the grind. What's up, Cappy? How you doing? What's up, Asa? How's it going? Yeah, for the heck of it. Poor Black Grouse. Wrong place, wrong time, fool! Tarkov's not relaxing? Nope, it is not. But Tarkov is a lot slower paced, more hardcore. That's what I mean by it was the exact opposite of Fortnite. That was impressive that I missed that first shot. That was an impressive miss, bro. How did I miss that? No, I don't have a VR headset. I don't have the room for VR. Because the only reason I would get VR is to make content on it. And if I don't have the room to set all of it up, then there's really no point. For me, at least. Nate Savate, thank you for the membership, dude. Hope you're doing good. Welcome back, man. All right, later, Jax. Thanks for stopping in. My dog is still over here. Bro. Hunter. Come on, man. Imagine a VR Call of the Wild. That'd be fire. That'd be amazing. I have no clue, HP Skills. I have a decent amount of Australian viewers. I don't know if they're watching at the moment, but I do have quite a few Australian viewers. I know for a fact Foxy is. I don't know if Foxy's watching right now, though. Probably not. What's up, Dat Guy? How's it going? Fastest way to level up? To be honest, fastest way to level up is to do a grind for something that gives a lot of XP. Like, honestly, you could start up like black bear grinding or red deer grinding. You want to get maximum XP, like grind lions, because they give a lot of XP. But then it comes down to like, do you think it's faster to go for lions with their higher XP, or the fact that you can get way more bears and red deer in the same time, you know? But yeah, a grind is going to be your best way to earn a lot of XP quickly. And you'll get a lot of money quickly, too. Especially with bears and red deer and lions, you know? See, I'd say red deer probably would end up being the best. There he is. We got him 20 years later, man. 1,050 kills. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Yeah, if you join the Discord, always read through the rules section because it explains that you have to go to the roles channel to accept your roles to reveal the channels that correspond to the roles. It's to make it so you can customize what you see in the server, essentially. Fortnite Bros, thank you for the super chat, man. Doing a black bear grind today was my first day. I got a diamond black bear on the first day. Is that kind of rare? Yeah, I would say it's pretty pretty good if you got one on the first day of the grind. Definitely good. What are you most excited for on the new map? The new species, the rework species. There's a lot of stuff, to be honest. And depending what the great one is, if it's one of the ones that I want, then that'll be the thing I'm most excited for. Really hoping for something with antlers. Give us a great one with antlers, man. Can't wait for the great one either. Hope it's the mule deer. Mule deer would be sick. Mule deer or elk. That's what I really hope for. One of those and I'll be really happy. To be honest, anything with antlers. Even if it's like the caribou, that'd be sick too. Anything with antlers that's on the new map and I'll be happy. That the solo? That might be the solo level one that just called to us. Donkey pheasant. Okay, this zone is here, so we'll be able to shoot it when we fast travel. Oh, level 3. Let's go. We got a 3. Okay. We're going to go over and smoke him real quick. Finally, the level 3s are showing up. Oh my gosh, what a crazy dry streak we had. And now we're getting them again, finally. It's about time, man. Thought I was going to go insane. But thankfully, the level 3s have saved the day. Smoked. He died faster than I thought. I thought he was so far away that it wouldn't kill him quickly. Hey, it's a max score molting. Let's go. I'm pretty sure 2190 is max score. 3 kgs is max weight, if I'm not mistaken. That's beautiful. Because I'm almost positive you cannot get a 22. I think 2190 is max. That's beautiful, man. Look at that. We'll tax that bad boy. That is an awesome looking pheasant at 1,054 kills. This is our 35th diamond of the grind. And still, no great one or rares. No rares at all, which is kind of nuts. No rares on a 1,050 kill grind. Kind of crazy. Fortnite Bros, thank you so much for the super chat once again. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing great. Gotcha, Luke. No worries. Do what you gotta do, man. What's up, Big Stinky? How do you like my new logo, Crow? I can't really see it because it's so small for me in the chat. It's kind of hard for me to tell what it is. You should hunt some dusky grouse when it comes out. Oh, I'm going to hunt everything when it comes out. We're going to hunt everything. Because whenever early access hits, I'm going to do the same video that I do every new map. Going to do the hunting every animal on the new map type video, as I typically do. So there's going to be at least one hunt for dusky grouse, probably 2 or more, because I want to do a hunt, like a video on every single species, and of course a bunch of content around whatever the new great one is, and lots of content probably on like multiplayer hopping, all our different series that we do, those little things. It's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of content. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with it. Me too, Ronnie. This is probably going to be one of the best maps they've released in a while. Like, I love that all their main maps, you know, like the big June maps, all of them have been really good recently. Emerald Coast and then Sunder Patton, and now we're getting a Ski Ridge. Like, they've been on a roll with these, like, full-size maps. Salzwiesen was the first one in a while where it wasn't my #1 favorite. Because, like, Emerald Coast was my favorite. Then they released Sunder Patton, and that became my favorite. And then they released Salzwiesen, and it's more like my 3rd or 4th favorite. Like, it's a good map for what it is, obviously. Like, I really love the map, but it just cannot compare to Sunder Patton or Emerald Coast. A Ski Ridge looks like it has potential to be my favorite. Because it's basically a snowy Silver Ridge Peaks as far as we can tell. Which is like a dream map. Don't forget New England. We don't talk about New England. Yeah, we don't talk about New England. New England was the biggest disappointment I've ever seen in the game. For me personally. I think a lot of that was because it was like, oh, this is going to be a Grinder's Paradise map. It's going to be so good for Great One grinding, and then it sucked for Great One grinding. Fortnite Bros, thank you for the super chat. We don't do just shout outs for money. We don't do that here. I generally only shout out people if I like find like their content or something and I enjoy it and want to like give them some recognition or something. Because if I give one person a shout out when they ask, I'm going to have like 50 people asking right after if they can have one. And then the stream just turns into a shout out stream, you know? Really appreciate the support though, man. What if they made a thing where you can make your own map and add random animals on it? See, that'd be cool, but I've got a feeling they won't do that. And I think the reason that they wouldn't is because that would remove the need for any official maps, right? Which would remove their primary income source to continue developing the game and making new content. And so if they ever did that, they'd probably stop making their own content, which I don't know if they would do that. I don't think they would. Maybe when the game is like done forever, they would consider it, but like maybe once they're done developing, because like some type of a workshop would be really cool. There's a lot of games like Ark that have like the Steam Workshop where you can download mods and stuff, and it's like supported by the game and the developers, whereas currently Call of the Wild doesn't have anything like that. It's only got like unofficial mods that are not really recommended by the developers at all. And is generally frowned upon by most of the like content creators as well. It'd be nice if like whenever they do decide to like end this game's development, it would be nice if we can get like a Steam Workshop or something. That'd be really sick, I think. Oh, a male, I'm pretty sure. Is that a male? I don't know how much I need to lead it at this distance. Raven, thank you for the super chat. What's your favorite waterfowl? Right now, I don't know if I've got one right now. Probably Eurasian teal. The Eurasian teal. But the wood duck are going to be my favorite once they release. Because I've wanted wood duck for literal years. I've been asking for wood duck for probably 4 or 5 years. I can't believe we're finally going to get them. That's like a dream come true, man. How did I miss that? Hashtag Scarecrow bad. You just messed up a diamond fallow. Rip, Tyler. Hopefully this game has at least 5 more years in it. Oh, I think it's definitely got at least a few more years. I mean, we all remember what Jaxie said. He said they probably wouldn't do... Didn't he say on stream they probably wouldn't do Africa 2.0 until the game was closer to the end of life? Because it would be impossible to top it. Isn't that what he said like what was it, probably a year ago? I'm almost positive that he said that. And so I would expect that the game probably has a lot more time left in it until we see an Africa 2. That would be my prediction. If we ever get Africa 2, we know the game's probably close to the end of its existence. Or the end of its development, I should say. Because I'm almost positive that Jaxie said that on a stream, didn't he? Can somebody in chat confirm if I'm right on that or if I'm wrong? I'm almost positive he said that at one point. We're never getting Average 2.0. Hey, I guess it depends on how long they develop the game for. Like I said, I hope they continue development for a long time. And I hope they do decide to do like Africa 2 long before the game is done being developed. Because like they don't have to go all out with another Africa map. I know people expect like not lions, but they expect like, you know, like leopards and cheetahs and hippos and elephants and stuff like that. But there's so many different species in Africa that they could just do another map with a ton of different antelope species. They could introduce like one of the big 5, like maybe leopards. And, you know, have the lions and Cape Buffalo as repeat species and stuff like that. They could do Greater Kudu, and it would still be a hit. Like, it would still be a very well-received map, I feel. I don't think they have to go all out on an Africa map yet. Like, if they really want to make that their, like, map to cap it off with, like, crazy stuff, then they could just do something that doesn't have all the, like, craziest things in the meantime, right? Why would they ever stop developing? Because all games come to an end at some point. All games have to come to an end at some point. I mean, the technology for the game, the graphics and stuff, it's going to get outdated at some point. And they're probably going to want to build another game at some point. I mean, we saw it with the Hunter Classic. It ran for like, what? 6 or 7 years, and then they made Call of the Wild. And Classic continued running even after Call of the Wild became a thing. Classic still is running, like it still has its servers up. However, it doesn't get super big updates anymore, like there's no more maps being added to the game or anything. Like eventually, I'm sure this game will come to an end of development. Because it just doesn't make sense to spend like, what, 10 or 20 years developing the same game if you can make a new one that's better, right? So I think whenever they have the ability to, they gotta make a new game. To me, that would just make sense. Because the graphic advancements and stuff in games get better and better every day. It's inevitable that at some point they're gonna have to make a new game. I still think it's at least a few years away, though. Disc, thank you for the 19 months as a member. Let's go, dude. Welcome, sir. Sir Discus fam. The other one, bruh. Sit back here. I swear I saw another one, right? Oh, there he is. I just reloaded. No. No. Ooh, get destroyed, son. It's so satisfying to see him flop like that. For ploop goes the pheasant. Nate Sef8, thank you for the gifted membership. Congrats to Bread for getting that one. Let's go, dude. Let's go. What's up, champion? My prediction is 27.52 for your grind. When is early access? We have no clue as of now. All we know is that it's going to happen at some point. They have not told us when, though. Oh, it's going good, Nate. It's going good. Just chilling, shooting some pheasants. Trying to beat the heat, because it's pretty hot today. It's apparently going to get really hot over the next, like, few days as well, so I'm not sure how much I'll be able to stream, because, as many would probably expect, when you're running a PC all day streaming and stuff, it creates a lot of heat. And sometimes the air conditioner cannot keep up if it's also hot outside. So we'll see how much I'm able to stream over the next few days, because it is starting to warm up a lot. I gotta prep myself for the release of the new map. Can't be overheating myself early. Yeah, that's right. You suck. Stunted on him. That was the most, like, extreme, unnecessary thing I've ever done to a poor pheasant. I actually kind of feel bad for what I just did. That was, like, extreme. I'm going to blame the heat. It's getting to me. I can't speak. Holy crap. Gosh, I can't speak. Been binge watching your videos. Finally catch you live. Let's go, dude. Love to see it. I swear to God. For some reason, seeing the word Ben and binge back to back just really messed with me. Ben binge. That really, like, tripped me up, bro. That's hilarious. Boop. Poor pheasant. 1,069 kills. Nice. I missed the first shot. I also timed that terribly wrong. I was trying to time that sound with a gunshot and I messed it up. I messed it up and I missed the shot too, so it didn't even hit. Yeah, dang it. What's that sound? It's the vine boom. It's like when somebody, like, says something sus or crazy and it's just like, I gotta remember to use these more, man. I've got a lot of sound effects on my stream deck that I just don't use very often. Sucks to suck, little bro. And then my favorite. Well, not my favorite, but one of the ones I've got. The gasp. Oh my gosh. There's no way he did that. Is he dead? I think he's dead. What other sounds do I have?
Bruh.
I got the bruh. A classic, and then I got a gun one. Beautiful. And then, of course, I got Nate.
It's a cheeky little diamond.
It's a cheeky little diamond. That one's a amazing one. That's all I've got on the hotkeys. I have some other sounds too, but they're not hotkeyed at the moment on the Stream Deck. I'll have to go through and like set up a few more later. Because I've got like 9 more spaces on my Stream Deck that I could have doing something, so... Kuno, thank you for the 17 months as a member, dude. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing great. All right, chat. I think we are going to call it there because, as I just mentioned, it is very, very hot today. PC being on streaming is not helping it out. I'm cooking my butt off right now. So we're going to go ahead and call it a day there. Stick around for a couple seconds, though. Don't leave quite yet. I'm going to see if there's anybody we can raid. Who else is live? And also, like the stream if you haven't already. Before I send you over to somebody, if there's anybody to send you over to. Old Man Rum is going to be streaming later. He's not live yet, though. He's going to be live in 22 minutes. So I'm going to send you guys over to Old Man Rum's scheduled stream. Be sure to leave a like on it. Say the Crow sent you. And, yeah, if you want to watch it, turn on those notifs so you can watch his stream. Rum is a lot of fun. I think you guys will enjoy watching his stuff. They're doing group Great One grinds, which is, I think, one of the only channels that does that. So, pretty cool. He gets a bunch of people, a bunch of friends onto the map. They all grind for Great Ones at once, and they pop so many of them. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for all the support. Appreciate you all. See you later. Peace.